Hi, happy Wednesday, and welcome to Now, the fun show hosted by me, Curtis P. Now today, to kick the entire show off, let's talk about Bitcoins and trading online. There's been a lot of news recently about Bitcoins and everything happening online, and how they're kind of like the big new currency. Though one of the biggest sites in the world that allows for trading of Bitcoins, Mt. Gox, has actually closed down for an unknown reason. This is the oldest and largest site on the web for actually trading Bitcoins. Now, many people, of course, panicking around the community because they don't know what happened to the Bitcoins locked into the website. Currently, the price of one Bitcoin is $595.78 based on Coinbase, though the price has been continually dropping as users fear their Bitcoins may be stuck inside of this system. According to the site, they've closed for security reasons, and at the current time have no opening date listed, so it's unknown as to when people will have access to their Bitcoins again. The founder of Mt. Gox actually telling employees not to say anything to the public, because let's face it, kind of a big scandal here. Bitcoins aren't cheap, and the fact that this website is based in Japan, they actually don't have any financial agency that oversees Bitcoins in Japan. So as to what happens to the Bitcoins locked into this system, I don't know, and many of the people online also don't know. Jumping into politics now, and I get it, it's not an exciting thing, but with the continued unrest in Ukraine, it's something I kind of wanted to talk about. Though, we're not talking about Ukraine, but instead Russia, and the fact that Putin has actually ordered military readiness. The Russian leader has ordered massive exercises involving most of the military units. At a press event, the Russian defense minister said they're checking the readiness of the troops. This entire exercise includes 150,000 troops, 880 tanks, 90 aircraft, and 80 naval ships. So it's not like they're readying a small amount of people here. This is a pretty big exercise. The main reason for all of these exercises, of course, the major unrest happening in Ukraine and Russia kind of wanting to get in there and influence everyone. Jumping into the world of quick news now, and RollsRoyce here, they're working to actually turn cargo ships, yes, those massive cargo ships, into drones. If all goes well, according to RollsRoyce, the captain will be based on land and the ships will be remotely controlled. Apparently, according to them, it will make it safer, cleaner, and less expensive to operate, though the main issue with all of this is every system on the ship would need to be monitored and all aspects of the mechanical parts monitored, which for a ship of that size could be a pretty big thing. If you're a big fan of the movie Inception, then look out because a board game based on the movie is on its way. Called Inceptor, probably for legal reasons here, you can enter the dream world. The goal of the entire game is to bury a thought into Mark's mind. It can include 2 to 5 players and looks a little complicated for me, but if you want to check it out, there's a Kickstarter page in the description down below. Check it out, it's really cool. They've passed their $30,000 funding goal, so this game will become a reality. But if you want some real movie news here, Godzilla! It's coming as a movie. Yes, the rebirth of the iconic movie is coming on May 16th of this year. To me, it looks like it has a similar styling to kind of Pacific Rim. If you want to watch the full trailer, link in the description down below. I highly recommend checking it out. It actually looks like a really good movie. Into gaming news here, Minecraft has reached a milestone. The studio founder announced it today on Twitter that over 100 million registered users are playing Minecraft. So a pretty large number of people actually playing Minecraft online, which is awesome. Also a little note for you about me, I plan on doing some Minecraft playthroughs in the future on this channel, so look for those because a lot of you guys have been asking for them. And last in the world of news today, let's talk about China and bad air pollution. Though something that shouldn't be really surprising because the two of them kind of go hand in hand, unfortunately. Well, scientists are currently warning that the toxic air pollution in China is so bad that it actually resembles a nuclear winter. Studies showing that it actually is slowing the process of photosynthesis in plants, which is a bad thing, obviously, because it could wreak potential havoc on their food supply. The pollution in China also has a tendency to ground flights and actually close highways because it's so freaking thick. How thick though? Well, if you went outside right now and it was completely clear, you get 100% of sunlight, let's say. If you were in China, you would get 50%. That's right, you get half the sunlight you're supposed to. Currently, the Chinese government says they are promising a solution, though like all political leaders here, I'm gonna call bull on that because I don't think they're working on a solution. Jumping back to the top story of today, did you buy into the world of Bitcoins or any other virtual currency? And if you did, like, how do you like using it? I don't currently use any of them, but I've like thought of it. Let me know what you think about the virtual currency in the comment section down below. You can also let me know what you think of Bitcoins and other virtual currency on my Facebook page, Twitter account, or through Google+. Links to all that and the other topics I talked about in this episode in the description down below. Check out all the links down there, tons of really cool stuff. Of course, if you enjoyed today's show, why not hit that like button, subscribe, and maybe even share the show with your friends. Until next time, I'm Curtis Parody, and that's what's happening now.